Alrighty then. Oh, green screen's out of whack. Hey everybody. Welcome to the stream. Mr. Groves hanging out with us over on Twitch. I am multi-streaming right now. Hey, we have some cheers from Mr. Groves. How are you? Joe Guagno. I always say your name right. I think I'm saying your name right. But Joe, did I do anything to enable the bonuses or random Swift kicks below? I believe that is a Twitch affiliate perk. So once you hit affiliate status, you can turn that on. Guadagno. Okay. Guadagno. All right. Channel point. Yeah, Matthew Groves. He's talking about channel points. Yeah, and once you get those turned on, you have to, there's like one little spot in the settings where you can change the name of them. So I call mine Swift Kicks. And Matt, I think you just call yours like Matt Grove Points or something. I don't remember what you call yours. Buckazoids. Yeah, that's a good name for it. Alrighty. So I am trying something new today. I am cross multi-streaming to both Twitch and YouTube because I have a YouTube channel that I take all the previous videos and I move over, and I'm trying to actually build out some actual content for it right now. But we're live streaming there, hopefully to pick up some additional viewers. I don't know if that's going to work, but Joe, you're not affiliate. Can't average 3 viewers yet. Yeah, it took me a bit of time. I also wonder, like, your time of day, because you're usually going live when I'm sitting down for dinner. So for the East Coast crowd, it might be the wrong time. Like, Joe, if you just have you thought about trying to push your stream back or like forward a couple hours, like do yours at like 6 or 7 your time, which would line up more appropriately with some of us on the East Coast, where I'm more likely to sit and watch streams at 9 o'clock at night if I'm just sitting on the couch not doing anything. Matt, I am using Restream. I did a Restream deal a long time ago where I got like lifetime access for a whole bunch of things. I just never take advantage of it because it's so much more effort to set up Restream than it is to just go right to Twitch. But I'm trying to put in that a little bit additional effort and see if that pays off. But Joe, I've watched bits and pieces of your stream when I can. You seem like you're fitting in well with the crowd. So keep it up. You're doing a great job. Matt, yeah, we'll see how YouTube goes. The one thing I didn't do today that I meant to do was I was going to send an email out to my mailing list, attempting to pull in some viewers, or at least try to get on a regular schedule. So that's actually one of my goals next week, is I'm going to lay out a schedule for the stream. Right now it's when I have the time, but that's not going to work very well moving forward. So I need to designate my times of the week when I'm going to go live and keep to them. Yeah, I am pushing to Periscope right now as well. Just don't do 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I won't do that. So I'm pushing the Periscope, and no one's watching on Periscope right now, which is fine. My buddy Brett Fisher, he did a test with Periscope, and he was averaging like 70 viewers just immediately. I think if you have a large Twitter following, Periscope is really easy to jump into. Oh, I forgot to post on Watch People Code. That was going live, but let me. So with Vue.js. And those of you not familiar with Watch People Code, this is one of my favorite places to post. Let me switch over to my screen. There we go. This subreddit is really good. So post here about, let's say 10, 15 minutes before you're going live, or while your streaming will start soon. And just post, hey, I'm on Twitch TV/1KevGriff. And post. And then just sit back and wait. I've gotten a good number of followers from Reddit, just seeing this and making sure you talk about the things that you're going to talk about in your stream. People are geared towards keywords. Yeah, Twitch definitely is picking up with the live coders, the live doers. I really enjoy watching crafters and makers on Twitch. Just someone sitting down and working on something. It's kind of relaxing to see someone do that. All right. So what am I working on today? Let me flip back that for a second, make sure everything's closed. Everything's closed. All right, I'll deal with that later. Close. Oh, I forgot to fill out my time for today. So one of the downsides of being an independent consultant, you got to track your time for everything. If I don't do it now, I'll forget to do it on Monday when it's important. That's the other downside of. So let's see. I did some stuff, and I'm charging you money for it. So how's everyone out there doing? I have a couple folks in the chat. If you're out there lurking, that's fine. I don't mind lurkers at all. Just let me know you're lurking. And we'll actually get started on my project here in a moment. Turn off my phone. My kids. So anyone who has younger kids, have you heard of this Kids Messenger app? So it's basically Facebook Messenger for kids, and you can control who your kids get to talk to. And it's not... Yeah. And the problem is, like, my sons are actually popular with all their friends. So, like, just randomly throughout the day, my phone will buzz. And it's not for me. It's for one of my sons to pick up. All right. So what did I do today on this project? I fixed a Safari bug. We had a element on our screen with Flexbox, and it has elements inside of it. And every other browser on the face of the planet will automatically set the height of the Flexbox based off of the content inside of it, but not Safari. Safari has this weird, this weird minimum height, which actually hides all the content. And it took a whole bunch of workarounds to try to figure out how to fix that, because I don't have a Mac, so I don't have easy access to Safari. Matt Groves is testing out our Restream bot. Yeah, so I don't like the Restream bot. I'm using it, but I'm actually thinking about turning it off. And the reason for that is, like you're seeing now, if you're watching on YouTube, it's so YouTube chat is nothing but Restream bot from Twitch, and yeah, it's not what I like. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm considering turning that off. So maybe just yeah, it's weird. Or I'm going to replace the chat with the Restream chat, so then it's a little bit more clear where the chat is coming from, and it's not Restream bot all over the place. Yeah, it's weird. Well, so the Twitch chat isn't duplicating, but it's duplicating on the Streamlabs chat. I should fix that. Actually, here's what I might do for now. I might just hide that altogether, not even worry about it. Yeah. Okay, so that's one less thing to worry about. I'll fix it later. I'm finally at the point where I'm starting to make micro adjustments to my stream, and eventually it'll get to a point where I'm happy with it. There is a Restream chat plugin. And so I'm looking at the Restream chat for most of the things, but I don't know. I actually think it's harder to read than just watching the Twitch stream. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of weird. There's also, I had a Discord plugin, so I could have Discord up and it would send all the chat to Discord. That was even weirder. Yeah, chroma key is weird in Streamlabs. And so the trick for me was getting the light in front of me. Once I have a ring light right up here. If that's not on, you can basically see the green screen behind me. It's going to be like a very light opacity black, and it looked really weird. As soon as I turn the light on, it goes away. OBS is able to correct for it. All right, what else I do? Add default chat options. Okay. And lighting is the easiest way to fix chroma key issues, because trying to play with those dials too much, you just start getting a lot of granularity. Yeah, it's really weird because it's always something. I have a shirt I need to wear. So I have a really nice golf shirt that is chroma key green. And I've been trying to make a mental note every day to not wear it, because I know if I wear it, it's just going to chroma key me out, except my head, which, could be useful in a couple cases. Yeah, Joe, it's really the thing you do by accident. You push, you get on the stream and it's like, oh, I'm a floating disembodied person. All right, let's switch back over to live. There we go. All right, so hey, Twitter. Everyone's fine on Twitter. All right, let's close Twitter. Twitter needs to go away. So I have been working on this podcast to YouTube tool, and let me go to GitHub. I don't even remember what I call it. So I came up with a name for today. I have to say, I'm super proud of this name. YouTube podcast YouTube tool. What do I call the repo? Oops. I call it podcast to YouTube. Okay. So podcast to YouTube. So in my brilliance, I'm like, I need a better code name for this. So here's what I came up with. I'm going to open up Notepad. So I was just writing down some ideas, and I bumped my font up super high. So I'm like, all right, well, this is really Griff's YouTube podcast tool. I'm like, well, what's the acronym for that? So it's gypped. So I bought the domain today, getgypped.com. And I'm super proud of that. It's like, I don't know if gypped is going to be the best long-term name for it, but it kind of just rolls right off the tongue. It's like, oh, get gypped. And it's like, oh, I like this. I like this a lot. And it's not a huge stretch on the acronym. And it was available. That's really the best domain name, if you think about it, is the one that's available that you can actually buy. And it only costs $8 instead of having to buy some of these premium domains. So you never know. Someone might come in and go, oh, that is a really good name for a tool. Maybe I will pay you millions of dollars, Kevin. Of course I will. Yipped. Utpoot? No. You make sure, always make sure the domain's available first. Who was it? It was Laura. What's Meet Edgar lady? Laura. Laura Roeder. She wrote a post yesterday, or not yesterday, a couple days ago. Domain name. Here it is. She wrote this post called "How I Nabbed the .com for my bootstrap startup without spending $1 million." Actually, kind of a fascinating read. Here, I'll drop it in the chat. Because she's talking about the folks over at 37 Signals. So Jason Fried was talking about buying hey.com. And I don't remember what hey.com is supposed to be. It's some like email tool. Oh yeah, that's right. It's supposed to be like a email, like Gmail of the future, like Gmail inbox. But it's called hey.com. And you figure hey.com is not going to be a cheap, available domain. I haven't actually read this whole post. But they spent a lot of money on this. I'm not sure. It probably says somewhere in here somewhere how much it cost. Both sides are bound by a non-disclosure around the final purchase price, so you'll just have to guess. Okay, well, you'd have to guess. It's a lot because he identified himself as Jason Fried in the initial email. And if you're the person sitting there with the domain that Jason Fried wants to buy, you're probably thinking, all right, this is at least a 6-figure domain that I'm on top of right now. And that person could say, well, all right, well, I'm going to retire now. Assuming he knows where Jason Fried is. But if you scroll down, there's a response that says, yes, I've always respected your business accomplishments and your writing. Yeah. Or anyone would just go, all right, well, I got an email from this Jason Fried person offering to buy a domain. Let me go into LinkedIn and actually, I've never tried this. This is what I would assume a person would do. Go into LinkedIn and type in Jason Fried. And you say, it's like, oh, he's the founder of Basecamp, and do some reading. Actually, has a really bad LinkedIn connection. Hey, I both know Zach Miller. Cool. I'm surprised Zach's connected to it. Jason Fried might be one of these guys that just connects with everyone. It's like, oh, you've given me a reason to be connected to you. But Laura's blog post on buying a domain name is really useful. Oh, she mentions Noah Kagan. Yeah, he spent $1 million on sumo.com. That's, yeah. And the fun part is Noah's probably made easily tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars off of sumo.com. Probably not that much, but he's recouped his costs for buying the domain. So, all right. But yeah, this is an interesting read if you have time. Anyone? Oops. Anyone give no one's upvoted my Reddit post yet. I'm so sad. So sad. All right, so this is now going to be called Gypped, which now I get to do the official. Let's go into YouTube or into GitHub. I'm going to rename it to Gypped. Hey, Gypped is available. Rename. So now it's called Gypped. And Gypped. Podcast tool. There we go. And the domain is going to be getgypped.com. I don't have the muscle memory yet for the domain. I'm going to have to get that sooner or later. All right. So my goal for getgypped.com is to not run any infrastructure. I wanted to do everything with basically static site and serverless functions. and Azure Logic apps and stuff in the back end. So today, my thought is I just need to work on scaffolding out an application, which I had already started. I just didn't get anywhere with it. Actually, how well does multi-monitor work on this? Do I have other monitors? So if I set up a different desktop. All right. There we go. Except that breaks my chat icon. Yeah. All right. When I'm on just like laptop mode, I will use multiple monitors or virtual monitors all day long. When I'm at my desktop and I actually have 3 monitors, I don't use it as often, even though it would still be useful. All right. Don't you hate coming into a GitHub repo with pending changes and not remembering what the changes were because you didn't commit anything before you left? And I haven't touched this project in a couple of days. Let's see. What have I not done in a while? Happened to you last night. Yeah. I was playing around with MSAL, and I'm going to rip all that crap out, actually. Let's open up code. Okay. So I was in here. Now I'm in the wrong folder. All right. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm ripping this stuff out. And the big reason for that is just I couldn't get it to work very well. And I think I'm just going to go and end up working with Auth0. So anyone out there who uses Auth0 on a regular basis, let me know your thoughts on that. I've heard nothing but good things about Auth0, so I'm not like going into it completely blind. Joe, you were going to stream updating .NET framework to standard NuGet package and found out you had already started the process. I've done that before. You can realize I've already done all this work. Okay, so now I gotta just go clean up all my stuff. So I need to remove AL browser and then view MSAL. Okay. Oh, because I'm in the wrong folder. Let's try that again. Has anyone done any interesting customizations to their Windows terminal? I've been meaning to try to customize Windows terminal a little, and I just haven't felt like it. All right. Got rid of all that unimportant stuff. Cool. All right, that's all gone. Now, if I go into... I could delete this types. Viewify, I don't need to do anything in Viewify. And then in home, so home. All right. Gypped. And this all can come out. Okay. All right. Well, all right, so this view right here, this is basically just going to be marketing page. So that's all on marketing pages, right? Please pay me a lot of money. And then we'll put a button to, dashboard. Yeah. Okay. What's pending? Yeah, I lost them. Okay. Oops, I forgot to add my stuff. Oop, get add. Jeez. Yep, that's fine. Cool. Now we're starting with a clean slate. All right, so there's a couple different views. When you get into the dashboard, npm run serve. Actually, and this is a good reason to have multiple monitors. So if I go to localhost 8080, it's still building. Okay, so gypped. Please pay me a lot of money. Go to the dashboard. That's the dashboard. All right. Well, ain't nothing there. Wait. Why isn't my routes working? Huh. Route with the name dashboard does not exist. I beg to differ. Dashboard. Oh, it is case sensitive. All right, this is me being dumb. You should lowercase all your names because I believe these are all case sensitive. I also need to add 404 fall through. Okay, so now gypped. Hey, there's our view. Okay. All right, so the dashboard, I don't know what's going to be on the dashboard yet. A whole bunch of stuff. Actually, all this dashboard stuff should be a layout. So let me remember how to do that process. I'm going to create a new folder and call it layouts. I'm going to call one I'm going to have a basic layout. And then I'm going to have a authentic, let's just call it an app layout. All right, basic layout and now I have solved this problem before. So over on another screen, I'm going to bring up that GitHub solution where I solved that problem. And then I'm going to walk through the process of solving it again. All right, so I have base layout. All right, yeah, base layout is just okay. So these all are exactly the same. Script, and I'm trying to force myself to do TypeScript, except it doesn't do TypeScript. I need to create a new template in VS Code. I don't like their TypeScript templates. This feels cleaner to me than what you have originally. So really a base template is just something that has a slot. It drops stuff on the page. The app layout template essentially everything else. So we'll copy everything out. We'll replace it. I believe here's the best place to do slot. All right, so you have app layout, and you have basic layout. So basic layout is going to be for like marketing pages, of stuff that we don't necessarily want to have the application Chrome around. Let's rename this to app layout. And this one is basic layout. Now, given the different layouts, let me go into embedding its app.view. This is a good pretzel station today. I should keep this going. Oh my goodness. GitHub's down again. Well, all right. Jeez. GitHub's down. GitHub is so down, it's not even rendering the unicorn. Incident. Well. Yep. 1957 works on. Well, Joe, you can get out of here. Oh, it just came back up. Yep. Jeez. GitHub's been having problems all day, though. Let's go to app view. And the way we want to do this, I'm just going to copy. We'll copy the script. I don't need data. Actually, I need to fix this. Yeah, thanks, Joe, for fixing GitHub for me. So I'm going to show you a couple of little tricks here. I'm going to convert app view, which in this other application I pulled it from, is all based on, it's just regular JavaScript. So I want to convert it into TypeScript. So we'll set everything up the way we would. So we'll export default. We'll call this app. And so for computed, you do get layout, return this dot route meta layout or default layout. And we can keep, I think it'll let me keep this. So we'll pull that out. And now, Mike Buckby, did GitHub take down Pretzel too? No. GitHub can't touch Pretzel because Pretzel's amazing. Mike, I know you have so much disdain for Pretzel, but what would you rather hear other than Pretzel? I have played with the volume tremendously. As far as I'm concerned, the volume's fine. Is the volume still too high for you? Could it be lower? It's at least like 25% like total volume right now. Could be better. I guess could be worse. I don't know. basic layout. All right, let me switch back over here. So base layout is plus layout. All right. All right, and then over in the routes, I need to set the routes basically to sorry, I'm looking for my reference. There it is. All right, so we'll actually set the default route to we'll call it app layout. And then over here, we'll say meta. Yes. Layout is equal to basic layout. Honestly, can't even hear it now until you mentioned I didn't even know what it was on. All right, so that means I need to crank it a little bit more, right? Actually, and this song is really soft. Let's find a... All right, that's a more upbeat song. Not really upbeat, it's just louder. It's about 50% right now, volume. Could be louder, could be softer. Dun, dun. All right, let's go fix my, oops, I forgot to, no, I fixed that, save. Default layout is not camel case. Okay. Now, does this just work? Probably not. Yep. Oh, I need to register the components. All right, because I want to put stuff in a layouts folder, I need to tell Vue about the components. So Vue, let me remember the syntax for that. So that is Vue, not Vue config. It's in main. Where's main? There's main. Hey, Chicken Wing, how you doing? All right, so what I think I can do here is I can do component, and we'll call it app layout. And then, well, so we'll pull in up here. So app layout from app layout. And then we'll get basic layout from layouts, basic layout.view. And then we'll pass. If I pass these into Vue directly, The alternative is I move the files, which I don't think I want to do right now. Hey, Joe, take care. I'll see you later. Hopefully you're streaming later. Chicken Wing, you're never late. I'm not super consistent with my stream times, so you show up when you show up. That's the great part about these streams. At conferences, I love to do a thing that we call open spaces. And open spaces are amazing if you've never done one before, because it's a very unconference setup where you don't go in with a predefined agenda. You just find a group of people and there's a topic going on. And if you want to discuss the topic, you sit down and discuss it. If you don't want to discuss the topic, you leave and you go to another topic. And at any one time, there might be 8 to 10 different topics going on in this room. So much fun. And the rule of open spaces is, well, first you have the law of 2 feet. That just means if you don't like the conversation, you leave. So if you don't like the stream, you leave. But the people who are there, involved in the conversation, those are the ones that are meant to be there. So Chicken Wing, if you're here, it's because you're meant to be here. If you're not here, it's because you weren't meant to be here. You were meant to be doing something else. But I'm just glad you're here. And I'll be even gladder if this works. Let's see. Basically, because I cased it wrong. All right. Hey, oh my goodness, it worked. It worked. It worked. Okay, so I need to fix that. I'm not sure why that's not working the way I assume, but so if we go to just the front page and click dashboard, it loads the whole drawer. Oh, it's because I didn't actually move everything over correctly. So dashboard had some stuff in it. Let me move that out into app layout. And welcome to dashboard. Okay. So now if I shoot over here, ooh, template room requires exactly one thing. What does have exactly one thing? What's your problem, yo? Oh, I need exactly one thing. Chicken Wing, have you dipped your toes in the Blazor? No, I have not. And it's more because I really thought Blazor was going to be a fad and it was just going to pass over and no one was going to pay any attention to it. Turns out I was extremely wrong about that. I am amazed that Blazor has gone as far as it has. That is really turning into a pretty cool looking framework. I'm not entirely convinced I would use it for any internet facing applications. I mean, they're making strides in the size of the assemblies that come down through WebAssembly. So, I mean, they're fixing the problems that I would have had with it. But I haven't really taken the time to sit down and try to build an app in it, just because I am pretty fluent in building client-side apps that talk back to backend services. In Blazor, you're basically writing everything in C#, and I'd have to retrain my brain almost, at least from all the examples I've seen. Yeah, the stuff they're doing server-side is really cool. I know Fritz is doing a Blazor workshop right now, all day. So he's probably getting ready to wrap up in the next hour or so. But I thought that'd be fun. I need to sit down and take a look at it some more. But there's just so much. You left his workshop to join your stream. I should tell him that. Yeah, I don't think I would ever just sit down and willingly write a Blazor app for any of my projects. And like I really think Blazor is filling the void of Silverlight. And that void being, you have people that need to develop solutions for the web, but don't necessarily want to be web developers. And it sounds kind of cruel when I say it that way, but that's exactly the type of person that was writing Silverlight. Is you wanted to have these, robust environments and client applications, but you didn't want to write a lick of HTML or JavaScript, or the developers were afraid of JavaScript. And to be honest, back in the Silverlight days, writing JavaScript was a pain in the butt. I mean, it still is a pain in the butt, don't get me wrong. But it was more of a pain in the butt because you had to worry more about all the browsers that you were supporting. And like if we had Blazor back when in the Silverlight days, yeah, it would have been no contest. You would have millions of Blazor developers. I don't think Blazor could have existed. So even if we had WebAssembly and stuff like that, I don't think Blazor could have existed in the time of Silverlight. But you never know. It's the right tech at the right time. There's going to be a certain group of people that are developing solely for Blazor that won't build traditional APIs and web applications anymore. But I think there are going to be theoretical walls that you hit with Blazor where it's just not going to be the best solution. But so that's just me, and that's really my uneducated opinion of it. I have not built a Blazor application in over a year, and it has radically changed in over a year. So take that for exactly what it's worth, and it's not very much at all. All right. Okay, so all this is working. No matching in tag. Nope, there's not. Hey, no problem, Chicken Wing. I am full of opinions. Good, bad, or indifferent. All right, and that works. All right, why is that just centered on the page? Oh, it's because I didn't do the rows. Okay, and that's fine. So then on the dashboard, what I really want to do actually, I could probably take off fill height and still make it fluid. Yeah, that looks better. So let's look at app layout. Let's add some stuff to this little. So we'll call this dashboard. And I probably need to go over to Vuetify.com. And I went to the wrong one. Yep. Vuetify.js. Okay. All right, so navigation drawers. Follow Heather as she takes the first steps towards becoming a developer. Nope. Good luck, Heather. I don't care. That was mean. I do care. I want Heather to succeed as a developer. I don't really want to read about it right now. Divider. Okay. That's what I was thinking. Can I put a divider in there? Will that let me put a divider? Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. I keep taking out this element, and it yells at me. There we go. All right, log out. All right. that's kind of all we need, don't we? So. All right, we're going to add a new view. And we'll create a folder called podcasts. And inside of podcast, I'll create a new, if you call it create, I guess we'll call it link podcast. No. Yeah, link podcast. So first we'll do podcast lists. So I wonder what my flow here should be. You come into the app, you go to the dashboard. The dashboard will basically have pending jobs. You know what? I'll just create a list. So we'll have a list of podcast templates. Chicken wing avoided all the JavaScript component frameworks, assuming there was something bigger around the corner. Oh yeah. There's always going to be something. I need to change this template. I don't like this template. How do you write custom templates in VS Code? For snippets. Create your own snippets. Okay, so all right. I'm just going to solve this problem now. Place your snippets for view here. Example. All right, so we'll call it I'll call mine VT view TypeScript. We'll set a body. Let's see, over on YouTube, Komar, yes, also live on Twitch. Twitch and YouTube. So I'll drop the Twitch link in there for you over on YouTube. There we go. See if that goes through. Did that go through? Yep, went through. So yeah, if you like me, watch me over on Twitch. You can switch over there. Either one works. Everyone's getting the same feed. Hey. Hey, thanks for the subscription. Oh, you subscribed over on YouTube. All right, everything's throwing me off. I'm like, what's going on? Son is, it's funny that the nomenclature is different on Twitch and YouTube. So on Twitch, if you subscribe, that means another thing than as if you subscribe on YouTube. It's like, oh, so it pops up, oh, so and so subscribed. It's like, what? And it's like, oh no, on YouTube you subscribed. Oh, okay. My son, can you come help me and my brother? In a few minutes, I'll call. All right, so I've never done this part before. Body will be expanded and inserted. Possible variables are $1, $2 for tab stops, $0 for final cursor position, for placeholders with the Cam IDs are connected. Okay. Well, because I've never done this before, let's. I don't know. Okay. Well. So do you just, each snippet is defined prefix body and description. So I guess the body is just a set of I have no idea if this will work, but so if anyone out there has written wait, no, comma. Let me escape my strings. Alright, I don't know if this is gonna work. We'll see. We'll try it out. Blank line, and then really this should be final cursor position in here. All right. Oh, okay. So tab stop. No. All right. So this is a placeholder. We'll call this class name. Extends view. Okay. I assume okay. It doesn't like description. Oh, because it's supposed to be in quotes. Okay. Well, so I call it VT. Hold on. What happened to my... Yeah. All right. What if I close and reopen it? Control-Alt-J. So view, VT. Well, you know, screw it. I'll figure that out later. Not a big deal. Just paste. All right, no big deal. Just copy from another file. It'll all work. List. We'll call this podcast list. Okay. Podcast list will be an array of type. Which does not exist. Hey! Bauman's Hams. Welcome to the Shed Quarters. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. All right. So let's create our types. All right, so what is this? Geez, I don't remember how to do any of this. So, podcast name. Yeah, just go with that. Go up 1, go up 2 from podcast. All right. Did I go up too far? No, I didn't go up too far. It's not a module. Export. There we go. Okay. All right, so I need to build out some to-dos in here. So load podcasts. Yeah. To-do. Load podcasts. Add a podcast. Add a podcast, list of podcasts. Let's set up some of our routes real fast. Do all this fun stuff. All right, this stuff I will do as lazy loading. So we'll say podcast new. And that will be, we'll say podcast new. And the component will be lazy loaded. Remember, import. Geez, I don't remember how to do the lazy loading. View router lazy loading, because I never remember the syntax. Yep. Scroll down. Oh, it is import. Okay, so it's import, but we'll do the Webpack chunk. Name. We'll call it and this will be from @views podcast new. All right, that should work. Chicken wing. All right, I will stop everything I'm doing and wait for you to get back. So everyone hold tight. All right, why are you upset? Cannot find @view podcast. Oh, it's probably .view. Yep. All right, so then I also, so we'll call that just podcasts. And then podcasts. I need to make sure I put that S on there. So we'll call this list. And list. Okay, view router. need to bring the docs up for Vue Router every now and then because I always forget what I'm doing. So dynamic route matching. Yeah, all right. So they use the colon. Some things use a $sign. Some things use an @ sign. What are you complaining about? Has no initializer. And it's not. Yeah, I know. I'll fix that in a minute. All right. So then I want to have a path where you say podcast. We'll say an ID identifier. So as long as you, don't call your podcast new. And we'll call it details. And then component. This will be import. Now let me just copy this line. It's easier to copy than it is to do all that stuff. Then I'm going to need a view for linking YouTube. Actually, and there's a slightly better way to do this with child routes, nested routes. Yeah. Which I just forgot about. So let's copy that. I can say children. Yep. And then pass in. Oops. One too many brackets. There we go. And then if I just do link, that's a child route. So if I say podcast / some ID / link, it goes to podcast. So we can link. Cool. All right. And what's nice is this stuff will still... let me go fix that bug. Just make it an empty array. Yep, dependencies not found, details link new. Let me go create those real fast. Details link new. Details link and then new. I'm going to give them all the same scaffold basically. And yeah, I can fill in all the blanks later. So details, link. Oh, this one was details. And then new. What are you hearing about? Podcast is defined but never used. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, and I have these empty create methods. Oh well. Stop your complaining, TypeScript. I understand why TypeScript does all this. It's because it doesn't want to have to compile all that stuff together. Doesn't mean I have to like it. All right, so take created out. Actually, so the reason we have created there is so we could say this dot load podcasts. Do that automatically. No, we don't need it there. We don't need podcast there. We don't need podcast there yet. And we don't need podcast there. Okay. Well. All right. I have a whole bunch of functionality here. Well, I have a bunch of UI stuff. I don't really have any functionality because now I have to start building out some Azure functions. Well, I wonder, can I use the new Azure static apps? I haven't done that yet. But here might be a thought. Ooh. So I have this huge directory of Azure functions. And do I have the Azure Functions extension? I do not. Let's fix that. That's done. Azure. No. Well, that's pointing to the stuff. So that's my Twitch stuff. That's the one I want to even point to. Deploy the function app. Yeah. Oh wow, that's all kinds of cool stuff. Create function. No. Well, hold on. It is a function. Oh, maybe this. All right, what if we do this? Go into repos, Griff, source. Griffin podcast to YouTube. Open this one in VS Code. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what we want to do. All right, so I want to create a new HTTP trigger. Get podcasts. Provide namespace. So this is Griffin dot. No. It'll be gypped. Gypped up functions. Should have function, yeah. So that's a thing I really need to read more on Azure Functions is when you set up authorization levels, you basically want to be able to control who, but you don't want to make everything anonymous, do you? yeah, you don't want it to be anonymous because this is going to be key to a particular person. So I kind of need to do more reading on that. So Azure Functions, basically like scoped. And no, I don't care about that. So, yeah, I'm not quite even sure the best way to do this. Let me go into my Azure Functions real fast and take a look. Resource groups. So if I have an Azure function, and maybe I'm thinking about it the wrong way. Let's see what's on Okta, because I like those folks over there. So that's if they have something. So I'm really interested in so he has an anonymous function here, but it does authentication. So every function has to do its authentication. There's really like no concept of that makes sense. That makes sense. So yeah, so that'll be your free Okta account. I'm not even sure what Okta does. I know people who work there. I honestly embed Auth into your app. Oh, okay. So it's like Auth0. Hey. What's Okta's pricing look like? Add Auth within minutes with no credit card. Up to 1,000 active monthly users. That's not bad. What if? 50,000. Whoa, gosh. I mean, you have to admit though, if you're up to 50,000 monthly active users, you're doing pretty well, because you have to assume you're charging each person at least $10. And if you're charging them $10 and you're making way more than $1,000 a month, support is email only. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? I'm going to sign up for my free Okta account while I'm here. All right, hold on. I'm moving everything over to a different screen. I actually feel like because I know people who worked at Okta, that I could get quicker Okta support if I had a problem because I know people at Okta. So, sorry friends, I'm on another screen signing up for my free Okta account. And what time is it? Oh man, it's almost 4:45. Where did the day go? All right. Verify your Okta account. Cool. Username, temporary password. All right. Create a new password. You got it. Yep, we want to update. Some weird. Sorry, I have to like come up with random security question answers. Fun. All right. I know this is engaging stuff. Save. Okay. Create my account. I'm a developer. What are you building? Embed authentication into my application. What is my stack? My stack is Vue.js and .NET. Cool. All right. Well, dang, that was easy. Okay. Well, create a single page app, Vue.js. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. It's going to be a single page app. It's called Gypped. I still love that name. Yeah, holy cow. It's even getting all the URLs right. All right, that's good. All right, done. All right, well, that's accomplished. So now all right. I'm not attacking Okta today. I'm gonna come back to that because who's got time for that? But what are we looking at? All right, we made some good progress today. So a bunch of things that need to happen here. We need to. I have to bite the bullet. And I need to set up an authentication workflow for testing. There ain't no way around it now, because I need to get into stuff where eventually I'll have to add authentication to it anyway. And to do add off. But I can clean the rest of this stuff up. There we are. So add auth, we can actually take out the function. So get post, make it a get request. Yeah, I'm not awaiting anything. So I'm gonna have to build some more infrastructure around this Azure function. It's not for today because this stream is, well, I gotta go hang out with my kids. They need my help with something, which is fun. But Yeah, we only have a couple of viewers, so it's the end of Friday. Let's see, is there anyone on Twitch that's worth rating with? Let's see. It's follow-up Friday for some Stream Tech. What is he doing? Oh, he's building a machine. Obsidian install guide. Wow. All right, friends. Well, I'm just going to send the rest of y'all over to Chef Brent. He's a good guy. So this is really for the friends on Twitch. Everyone else, you're not going to go over to Chef Brent. Sorry, but I will see you all next time. All right, the raid is preparing for everyone here. With that, I will see you all on the flip side. Take care. All right. So everyone else is going over to Chef Brent right now, but everyone on YouTube, Periscope, whatnot, take care.